What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, in this one, I want to talk about XRP. Now, for anybody that was a part of the live stream this morning, I'm sorry that it did cut out. I did put out a community post telling people what happened. The power went out. And I didn't really want to start a whole nother live stream. I was only planning on going for another 20 minutes. So it didn't make sense for me to start another live stream and have another notification that goes out to people. Just didn't make sense. So I appreciate the people that were a part of that live stream. Thank you for anybody that sent a super chat or that commented or that became a member. I appreciate all of you guys for even being there. We were growing and it seemed like we were getting up to about 500 viewers at that time. So I apologize for anybody that did come in and was looking for information. Hopefully you got some of that information as we were having those discussions. But let's take some time to talk about XRP, because in that live stream, somebody mentioned that XRP is going places and, with the whole settlement maybe coming soon, it may be a big deal. Well, the more information that we have that goes out there or the more speculation, I guess we say, for the settlement to happen and what's going to happen with the SEC versus Ripple, the more clarity that we end up getting. Now, again, this is not 100% clear that this will be the case. It's just showing that it may be a longer process than we think. While we look at everything and we're like, oh, the settlement's around the corner, then we turn around and get other information that tells us maybe the settlement is not around the corner. And it kind of leans into exactly what I was talking about during that video about the potential settlement, is the fact that where we stood, we've always, or not even always, we've seen when they talked about the settlement in the first place, that the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, basically said, look, we're willing to bring this to the Supreme Court. And seeing that definitely told me that there was some major issues, some major differences between the SEC and Ripple when it comes to a settlement. And we're seeing maybe a little bit of articles that are telling us the same thing as of now, after seeing a bunch of speculation that we would see a settlement in the coming days. So let's get into this. We're going to get into a little bit. I'm going to give you my opinion. It's kind of going to reiterate what I did say within that video. But if you guys could, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links are in the description. We are doing like free content over on Patreon, kind of like YouTube, honestly. It's just the Patreon platform will offer you, a little bit more as paid members, but you will get some of the same content as free members as well. So feel free to go over there. You may get more notifications than being over on YouTube, but you can still be on YouTube, obviously. This is a great platform. So yeah, definitely check that out. Also, if you want to leverage trade XRP or BNB or BTC or a lot of other positions, feel free to check out my link for Margex down below. But this is what I wanted to talk about. Again, there was a conversation in the live stream talking about how we're getting close to having that settlement. And that was kind of the mindset everywhere. It was like, settlement's coming, settlement's coming. And you have this article, XRP struggles to recover as lingering Ripple lawsuit could reach Supreme Court, former SEC litigator says. Now, this is not necessarily coming from the same person that talked about how, we could take this all the way to the Supreme Court. This wasn't the CEO. This wasn't Brad Garlinghouse. This is a former SEC litigator. So let's get into a little bit of information that we have here. Ripple XRP price hovers between or below the key 50-cent level on Thursday after falling at another attempt to break and close above the resistance for the fourth day in a row. XRP's subdued performance, its price has fallen by around 20% in the last 7 days, comes amid a broad crypto market correction, and as the market participants, for some reason I couldn't read that word, participants continue to discuss the lingering legal battle between Ripple and the SEC. Former SEC litigator Landon Stewart said on Wednesday that Ripple is likely to face a Supreme Court showdown with the U.S. financial regulator, which obviously most of us don't want to see. Right. And we understand that it will end up getting to an ultimate decision and, Ripple will come out on top eventually. Right. They have a boatload of money to spend during what they like to do in the government, and what a lot of wealthy people like to do is just hit different cases with continuance after continuance after continuance, to where you either get tired of being a part of that litigation, or you don't have enough money in order to, continue to fight this. That's what they tend to do, even though they know you may win. Right? And we've seen it in plenty of different videos, like movies, where they're like, we'll hit you with continuance after continuance after continuance, to where you and your parents won't have any house to stay in or something like that, right? That's just what they do. And they know that they're wrong. They know that Ripple is right, and Ripple just doesn't want to settle, and they'll just continue to keep continuing this until it reaches a level to where it physically has to stop. Daily Digest market mover. Ripple SEC could spar in the Supreme Court. Former SEC litigator Landon Stewart spoke on a panel alongside blockchain lawyers, including Rebecca Rettig, hopefully I'm saying the name right, of Polygon. According to a Fortune crypto report on Wednesday, Stewart shared her perspective. Stewart shared her perspective on the agency's approach to the blockchain sector and the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple and Coinbase. Stewart said the agency is unlikely to back off from bringing regulation or regulatory cases against crypto firms. The former SEC litigator said that the agency's lawsuit against Ripple is likely to make its way to the Supreme Court. The issue of what constitutes security remains unsettled, and Stewart said that there will be some clarity on this. Ripple secured a partial victory against the regulator in July. However, the firm faces massive fines, nearly $2 billion. This is what they want them to pay. The SEC is likely to appeal the programmatic sales ruling from 2023 that considers XRP's secondary market sales on exchanges as not investment contracts or not security transactions. So we look at everything that has happened right now, and this is why I said that it will hit the Supreme Court, right? Brad Garlinghouse already said that we're willing to take this to the Supreme Court, because he knew how difficult of a battle this was going to be. It wasn't something that was just simple, where it's like, oh, they're looking to settle. At one point, the SEC had a settlement on the table, but they decided to retract that settlement offer, and that's what prompted Brad Garlinghouse to say, look, they're being difficult. We're ready to take this to the Supreme Court. We have enough money to do so. We don't care about these continuances that you are fighting. You're not getting a dime out of me. So when they said $2 billion and people were like, they're going to pay $2 billion, I 100% believed that that was not going to be the case, that they are not going to pay $2 billion. The only thing that's going to hurt Ripple is time. Everything else is going to run, and Ripple may be left kind of in the background. What could be interesting, and we don't know exactly how long this is going to be, what could be interesting is that we see the bull market take off. XRP honestly doesn't do much because of the speculation and because of maybe just not having clarity. And then we see the bear market, but the only thing that's running within that bear market, the only thing that's making a significant move, significant impact, would be XRP. So again, I have high hopes for 2024 and 2025. However, if we see this, this may be a longer process than we think. So if we see this actually get to that point, it may be a longer fight. And we were hoping for clarity, but we might not get that, anytime soon. And we were hoping for it this month. We were hoping for it next month as well. Definitely this year. So it still could happen, honestly. But I don't know what their gripe is. Do they just want money? Is that the only scenario? Is that the only issue? Because if they get that and they win, right, or they have a settlement to where it's $2 billion, they're just going to turn around and try and do it again to get more money. They did it with Kraken, right? They got $20 million and they're like, you know what, we could have got more. Let's go after them and try and get a little bit more, right? That's kind of what they're doing. The SEC is money hungry. They suck, honestly. But guys, let me know what you think about this situation. I did want to show you XRP and the price movement today because we are seeing some movement overall. It is above the 50-cent level, so even though it did retrace from that 49 or 50-cent level down to about 49 cents or high 48, we see it above that point and did break even, break over this point here to get above 50 cents up to about 50.2 cents versus 50 point, I guess high 50.2s. But either way, XRP's at a good spot. Maybe I'll give them more of an update in a later video. I'm not sure. I have a bunch of other stuff to record. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. And I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.